Ah. Good evening. It's 6:14, and I'm smoking my my prize, and I'm smoking in it some Sillam's Black, but not from this. Not only did Father Francis, a lovely man, a true gentleman, did he not only did he send me the beautiful pipe, the Macaulay. I don't quite. I like it. It's a strange looking pipe, and I think that's why I like it. It's even the little kind of strange rustication on it's even gone to the extent of that, the stem and everything. Um, um, it's uh, it's extraordinary. It's unique. I think I've got another pipe, strangely enough, which one might describe as unique, which also has that similar sort of rustication on it. On one side, and it's got anyway. I'll show them some other time. Anyway, but what I haven't opened. I am smoking Silver's back, but Terry Love UK, which is his channel name. Terry very kindly sent me and a few of the other guys. He got the full sort of selection of Sillam's tobaccos, and he sent me four very generous samples of them. And I thought, rather than breaking into a full sort of, I don't know how much that must be, about 4 ounces. I'd have thought it's quite a lot in there. I don't know. It's 2 ounces, I think. No, it's 4 ounces. Well, 3.5 ounces. Yeah, nearly 4 ounces. It's sorry, we got cheated when we moved from imperial measurements, uh, where tobacconists and so on, everything tobacco-wise was you paid for in ounces. So you got half an ounce, and then they said no, you can't do that anymore. This is the EU. Surprise, surprise. You can't do that anymore. You have to sell everything in grams. So of course, what used to be an ounce went down to 25 grams, which is of course nowhere near an ounce. So not only did we remain paying the same prices as we did before, we were even being robbed of the amount of tobacco we got. So there we go. Going the EU. So yeah, Terry, who's a lovely chap, sent me a great link for a tobacco cutter. I've got one very similar, but would help anybody that's only got one. It's just for cigars, but it's a guillotine, so you could cut ropes and whatnot on mysmokingshop.com, which is a top banana online tobacco retailer in the UK. Sadly, they can't send any tobacco to America, but my European friends and the guillotine, I suppose, could be sent. Yeah, so Terry sent me all the samples. Now, I'm not a great aromatic smoker, with one exception. In the family of aromatics, I like the Lakelands floral aromatics, which are kind of strange aromas. They're not really aromatics in the sense that they're not sort of cased in, um, you know, sort of cherry or whatever, but they have a kind of floral scent to them. And I really like this. But I started my pipe smoking life smoking aromatics, and this is how long ago. I went into this must be 14 years ago. And this is how things have changed really. And I used to buy Walkham Riff Cherry Cavendish. How boring. And I thought it was wonderful. And I thought, well, I like to try different things. So I said, and they had Sobrani Balkan Sobrani. Oh, I'll get a packet of that. And literally sold in packets, 25 gram packets of Balkan Sobrani. And it was quite a shock to the system. I'd never tasted anything like it. And the first pipe I had, I was like, I'm not so sure about this. But by the time I'd finished the packet, I was kind of rather taken by it. But in those days, we didn't. Well, back in those days, well, the internet was really only just sort of really getting going, and you didn't have, the access to things like tobacco reviews and YouTube and pipe forums and whatnot. So unless you actually knew a pipe smoker or pipe smokers, it was very difficult to get information. And if you weren't living in a town where you weren't lucky enough to have a good tobacconist, like we are here in Southampton, um, you were I was going to say something. You were I can only think of the rude word that nearly came. Well, you were flawed, really. You couldn't you couldn't get anything. So any information. That's my kettle boiling again. Very strange things going on with my kettle. It seems to be turning itself on. Strange things going on. Yeah. So you were rather stuck. So we are rather lucky, aren't we, that we have YouTube and where we can get information and pick experienced smokers' brains, or share some of our own experience, and or just the day to day. I've started smoking a pipe and I'm enjoying this, and I'm not enjoying that, and let's hope we can share these things in a spirit of friendship and comradeship and so on, and keep it that way. Um, yeah. Yeah, so Father Francis, I love this pipe. It's extraordinary. The Nobly Shillelagh, I think I should call it. The Nobly Shillelagh. You could do some damage with it, I think. It's lovely. And the Sillums, I'm enjoying it. I don't think I could go back to smoking that kind of aromatic on a daily basis. But once in a while, I'm a chubby chap, and I try and forego the puddings these days in an attempt to squeeze myself into my trousers. Uh, but occasionally a dessert as a special treat. It's quite pleasant and quite enjoyable. But yeah, so there we go. I think that must be part 4 now. The Nobly Shillelagh, kindly. Well, I won the competition and a very generous prize indeed. I think, a Macaulay. I looked them up on Pipepedia, and it's a very generous gift, and of course the lovely Sillums as well. So yeah, so the Sillums would get the thumbs up, and yeah. So tonight I shall probably about 2 more videos, I should imagine, because I am quite a heavy smoker. Tonight is the final episode of this season's Sherlock uh, 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 video programs, and I'm not very impressed. Um, I don't want to spoil anything, because obviously I don't know whether you've been able to see them yet in America, and I'm sure you will at some stage, and a lot of you like Sherlock Holmes, and I don't really want to, if I started going on about what I didn't like about them, that it'd rather somewhat give it away, and so I'll probably make a video. It finishes at 10:30, and I'll probably smoke a pot during it, so I might make a very quick video during it now, because I'll be watching it. But anyway, so thank you for bearing with me in this day in the life of a pipe smoker. I'm sorry it's not a very mobile video as well, but because I don't sit here and smoke. I've got a nice armchair I sit in and smoke. I never smoke on the hoof, by the way. I can't stand smoking whilst walking. I've never liked it. When I was a cigarette smoker, I always sat down. If I was sitting down, I smoked. If I was out on the foot walking around, moving out, I never smoked. I think I don't know why. I don't enjoy it. I like to be relaxed and sitting down to smoke a pipe. You know, be it in the beer garden or here at home or at a friend's. I like to be on. I like to be off my feet, and I might obviously wander around the flat and smoke, but generally speaking, I don't. I live on my own, just Nico and I here, and I did think about strapping the camera to his head, but I don't. You've got some great shots of my knees, and occasionally of me when he looks up, but not much else. So there we go. Okay, thanks for watching.